Hello, everyone. Uh, Good afternoon. And first of all, a very happy Republic Day to all of us. And secondly, thank you for taking out your time and patience listening towards our small initiative, which we thought over. It was very impromptu and always supporting us and motivating us over Twitter and other social media platforms. Thank you. And I'm Rajashita Sur. My Twitter handle is at Rajashita S. And today I will be taking the topic on multi time frame analysis, right? So without wasting much time, I will share my screen and I will take you with examples along. But before that, I want to give you a brief about what is multi-time frame analysis, right? So what happens, this webinar, I'll try to speak in both Hindi and English. The main point is I will try to speak in both. But so far, like you need to adjust it. So starting with multi-time frame analysis, what happens is most of the traders, they usually pick one time frame and they never leave it. Like a scalper will take 5 minutes, or a swing trader will just stick to 30 minutes, or just stick to 1 hour. So every different trader or individual will stick to one time frame, and they get so locked about into their that time frame that they forget about the bigger picture. And the other extreme are the traders who constantly jump from one time frame to another time frame without a proper trade plan. Those traders who jump from one time frame to another time frame so frequently, they are highly driven by emotion and they are very impulsive traders. So multi time frame analysis is an analysis which is also known as triple screen system, which was founded by Dr. Alexander Elder. So the better approach is the top-down multi-time frame analysis. What do I mean by top-down analysis? That is, you start your analysis on the higher time frame, look for the bigger picture perspective, and then slowly build your trading plan by going into the lowest time frame. मैं हिंदी में वापस से बताती हूँ कि टॉप डाउन अप्रोच होता है, आप सबसे हाईएस्ट टाइम फ्रेम पे जाएंगे, जो कि होगा आपका मंथली या फिर वीकली या फिर डेली, जो भी आप ट्रेडर हो। और ये डिपेंड करता है कि आप स्विंग ट्रेडर हो कि पोजिशनल ट्रेडर हो कि स्कैल्पर हो। और मैं आपको बाद में टाइम फ्रेम्स बता दूंगी कि कौन से ट्रेडर्स को कौन से टाइम फ्रेम में ट्रेड या एग्जीक्यूशन या एनालिसिस करना चाहिए। सो आई लेट यू नो ऑल्सो अबाउट which type of traders should focus on what sort of time frames, right? So there is another approach also, top down versus bottom up approach. So what is bottom up? Bottom up is like someone is just looking at the 5 minute and then going to the 10 minutes and then going to the 1 hourly. That is one of the biggest mistakes traders make. Typically, they start their analysis on the lowest time frame and then they work their way up to the higher time frame. So that is a very, very wrong method. What you have to do is you have to start analysis on or your execution time frame where you place your trades, creating a very narrow and one dimensional view, and which misses the point of multi time frame analysis. So Alexander Elder has defined the triple screen system as time factor, which is 3 to 5. So what do I mean by time factor? Let me take an example on the screen. So I am opening Tata Consultancy chart, which is also known as TCS chart. So the time factor is the ratio. Either you choose 3, either you choose 4, or either you choose 5. So what do I mean by 3, 4, 5 here? Say suppose if you are an intraday trader, you are on your 5 minutes time frame chart. So let me just show you here. So I am taking, say, 5-minute chart here. Right? You all can see this. This is a 5-minute TCS chart. Okay. Here, what Alexander Elder has said, that you need to use the ratio of 3, 4, 5. So what is 5 into 3? 5 threes are 15. So the next best available chart for your analysis will be 15. Okay. So we will, intraday trader will see the 5-minute chart. For him will be the execution chart. 15-minute chart will be the tactical chart, and 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20. We do not have 20 as our next time frame. Here we have 30. So 5 fives are 25. We don't have that. So what is the next best available time frame we have here, which is 30 minutes. So 5, 15, and we will take 30, because that is the time ratio Dr. Alexander Elder has mentioned in his triple screen system, that you have to use the factor of 3 to 5. You cannot exceed. You need to be in 3 to 5. So if you are starting with 5 minutes, then you need to go to 15 and 30. So for an intraday trader, his trend chart should be on the 30 minutes chart. So he has to gauge the trend. एक इंट्राडे ट्रेडर को अपना ट्रेंड पता करने के लिए एक 30 मिनट्स चार्ट को ओपन करना है. यहाँ पे मैंने टीसीएस का 30 मिनट चार्ट ओपन किया हुआ है, और यहाँ पे आप देखिए ये परफेक्ट ट्रेंड मेरा ऑलरेडी ड्रॉ किया हुआ है. स्विंग लो, स्विंग हाई, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. So this is a proper uptrend which is showing, right? This is a proper uptrend which is been shown in the 30 minutes chart. तो हमको पता पड़ गया 30 minutes chart में ट्रेंड क्या बन रहा है. And let me again correct, this is only for intraday traders. For swing traders, your analysis chart or the trend chart will be a daily chart. Then tactical chart जो कि स्ट्रेटेजिक चार्ट है. टैक्टिकल चार्ट जो कि स्ट्रेटेजिक चार्ट जिसको बोला जाता है, वहां पे हम क्या ढूंढते हैं, हम सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस ढूंढते हैं. ओके. सो फॉर अ डे ट्रेडर 30 मिनट्स चार्ट इज द ट्रेंडिंग चार्ट. then 15 minutes chart for a day trader will be finding the immediate supports or resistance. तो आप देखो यहाँ पे मैंने मूविंग एवरेजेस डाल दिया है. तो मैं अगर यहाँ पे जूम करती हूँ तो आपको दिखेगा कि टीसीएस का जो प्राइस एक्शन है, इट इज ट्रेडिंग बिलो 21 एंड बिलो 50 डे मूविंग एवरेज. और जो आरएसआई है, आरएसआई भी नीचे के तरफ ही गिरा है. द आरएसआई हैज आल्सो फॉलन फ्रॉम 54 टू 29 लेवल्स. सो क्लियर कट टीसीएस यहाँ पे प्राइस एक्शन देख के समझ में आता है कि इन 15 मिनट्स चार्ट टीसीएस में रेजिस्टेंस जो है उसका 50 ईएमए है और उसका 21 ईएमए है. राइट. तो हमको यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस दिख गया. और जब हम 5 मिनट्स चार्ट पे आते हैं, वो होता है हमारा एग्जीक्यूशन चार्ट. सो व्हाट इज माय एग्जीक्यूशन चार्ट टेलिंग मी. यहाँ पे मैं मान के चल रही हूँ कि आपको मूविंग एवरेज का नॉलेज है, आरएसआई का नॉलेज है. राइट. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टीच हियर व्हाट इज आरएसआई, हाउ आरएसआई फंक्शंस और हाउ मूविंग एवरेजेस फंक्शंस. हियर आई एम taking it for granted that you all, whoever is watching this video, you all are aware that you are aware of moving averages, crossovers, and how RSI functions. So if you all are aware, if you can see the shorter term moving average, this 21 moving average has cut the 50-day moving average from the top. So the sell signal has been generated. Just a second, I'll show you this pointer. The sell signal has been generated here. Okay. And here, as per my trend chart, which was this, a lower high was formed, right? See, when I was doing the analysis, what TCS is doing, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. So then a lower high formation had happened. And when I'm going to do the execution as an intraday player, I saw that a sell signal has been generated by the moving average crossover, And if you see, the RSI has also fallen sharply, and we all know RSI below 40 means it is getting a signal that it is telling you the price action of that particular stock is weakening, right? So if you see from here at this level 3315, the sell signal was generated and TCS fell to a low of 3280. So almost $100 uh, fall has been almost near about $100 fall has been registered in TCS, right? So this is what I meant by multi-time frame analysis. Okay, so I will repeat once again. For positional traders, your trend chart for positional traders, your trend chart has to be either monthly chart. So you can look here. I'll just remove this. If you can see, if I just focus, if I'm focusing on the monthly chart, you can see all these green bars. You can see all these green bars. They are proper bars. Okay. And if you can see, RSI on monthly chart is at 78, which means TCS on a long term trend chart is still very, very bullish. Okay. This is for a positional trader. You know what is a positional trader? Who wants to maintain his position for over 3 months and more, right? उनके लिए ट्रेंड चार्ट हो जाता है मंथली चार्ट और अ वीकली चार्ट, which is this. Even on a weekly chart, TCS का जो price action है, the price action of TCS is already above 50-day moving average, and already the price action is still way above 21-day moving average. So for a positional trader, the trend chart has to be either you can take monthly or you can take weekly. Now, what will be your tactical chart? Your tactical chart will be your daily chart. So let me come to the daily chart. So see that 4 candles in the monthly chart, if I am zooming it in, you can see this is kind of an ascending triangle, and you can see the trend here as well. The trend which I have shown you in the 30 minutes, you can see it properly, right? Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. So if you are going to the 30 minutes chart for a positional trader, you can still see that this is an ascending triangle. It broke out. Then again, this was a falling trend line. It broke out. And then it was just trending above the 21-day moving average. So from the tactical chart, we need to find the major supports and resistance. So you can see the major support is the 21 EMA, which is 3140. Okay. So what will a positional trader, when will he execute? He will execute either on 4-hourly or on hourly chart. So on hourly chart, if you can see, he wants to, the bigger picture is clear that TCS is still trending upwards, right? We have seen the positional, but when he has to buy, where will he buy? He will place a buy near this 50-day for his entry. He will wait for the 50-day. Why? We all know that 50-day moving average acts as the bull's last nail in the coffin, or you can say, you know, that is the major support area, or you can say from there a major reversal can be seen. So if someone has to take an entry based as a positional trader, then he has to wait for an entry near to the 50 moving average zone. Am I clear? So if you all go to my Twitter pinned message, already the chart with the the time frames have been mentioned. That is for positional traders. The trend chart has to be weekly. Tactical chart is daily chart. Execution chart either 4-hourly or hourly. For a swing trader, similarly, the trend chart has to be from daily. Then the tactical chart is 4-hourly chart, and he has to take execution based on hourly chart. And for an intraday trader, as I explained in the first example, his trend chart has to be 30 minutes chart. His tactical chart where he needs to find the immediate support and resistance has to be 15 minutes chart, and his execution should be based on 5 minutes chart. I hope I am clear about it. Now, for entries, for identifying entries, a combination of moving average, RSI or ADX can be used in the tactical chart, because tactical chart, if I am taking 15-minute chart, this is my tactical chart. So you can use a combination of either moving averages and RSI, or you can choose moving averages or ADX as your combination, right? If you put directional movement index, your ADX is plotted. So here your ADX, so here this webinar is not about teaching how ADX works or how moving averages. That we all do it in Market Manthan or in our RG Ki Pathshala paid webinars, which we take. So here I'm assuming that you are aware of ADX and moving averages as a whole. So in this tactical chart, you need to find your entries or your resistance and support zones in the tactical chart. And the execution chart is simply based on price action or trend line breakout or whatever. So you can obviously see here the minus DMI is turning and the ADX has also turned, right? So this is an indication that the moving average crossover has also happened. And if you can see, with good volumes, with very good volumes, TCS fall is happening. That means the price action is also suggesting that TCS was in a range. I'll just draw. TCS was in a range, if you can see, and it broke from this rectangular box. It broke for a very long period. It was in a rectangular box pattern, and it broke down from the rectangular pattern, and you can see with all the indicators it has given a sell signal, right? So this is what I meant by multi-time frame analysis. See, multi-time frame analysis you cannot do during the market hours because you are already in a position. So from flipping from one time frame to another time frame, the trader's attachment towards his own trade doesn't make it flexible. So it is always flexible that you do your homework, you actually do your homework overnight, you shortlist your stocks based on the trend analysis. Let me take another example, say for Lupin. I'm just taking a random example. Okay, so Lupin, if I'm going to the daily chart as a swing trader, me as a swing trader, I would analyze the trend on a daily chart. So what can I see here from this chart? If anybody can tell me here, price action is simply the price action, the candles are simply trading above both 21 EMA and 50 EMA. You can choose whichever EMA you are comfortable. You can choose 100, 200, whichever you are comfortable. So I have taken 21 and 50. So if you can see the daily chart, Lupin on Friday, sorry, not Friday, yesterday, uh, in the morning it came down and it touched its 21 EMA, right? I had studied this chart overnight on Friday, and I was wondering if Lupin comes around this area, probably this area, I would try to initiate a long, because the long term chart, which is telling me that Lupin is still in an uptrend, but for a short time it has gone into consolidation or distribution, that we cannot tell as of now. So it was just fluctuating in a tight range. So I was of the opinion, since Lupin price action is still way above 21 and 50, I would try to give a buying shot near the supports which is being seen. So as per the trend seen on the daily chart, Lupin is on the trend is saying it is still long. So now I come to my 4 hourly as a swing trader. I come to see the supports and resistance. So if you can see in the 4 hourly, yesterday Lupin did touch the 1050 level, which was the level of entry, but I did not take entry here. If you go back to my Twitter tweet yesterday about Lupin around 1062 level, which was this candle formation, which I will show you in the hourly chart. So this candle formation happened. So after a small red candle, there was a good big candle form. So I knew that around this 21 EMA, I would initiate a long. So that's what I did for my execution. As you can see, this area for my execution, when Lupin fell, another green bar was there. And when it went up here, if you can see, it came down the 21 EMA and it was hovering near the 50-day 50 hourly moving average, and it once it gave a confirmation sign that okay, this 50 hourly, a green candle, the price action was green, the bullish candle formation has happened. Then what I did is I initiated a long trade, and since then, you all know, you all can go and refer my yesterday's tweet. Lupin went from 1062 to 1100. Why 1100? I chose as that I would exit because if you can see on the tactical chart, this is the level around 1090 Lupin has been resisting. So I was of the opinion. So whenever Lupin touches around 1095 or 1100, I will try to exit the position because yesterday's market trend was falling and I didn't wish to take a long trade against the broader market trend. Did you get my point? It was a risky bet because the broader market trend yesterday, the Nifty was falling, the Bank Nifty was falling, but still I went on and bought Lupin. And the reason I told you clearly because my daily chart, the trend analysis said that Lupin is still in an uptrend. I found out that the support area was near the 21 EMA area where Lupin actually made a low there around 1047, 1050. And when it was hovering around at that level, and when a bullish candle after a bearish fall, when the two bullish confirmation candle came and it was trading above the 50 moving average, then I got the confidence. Yes, I can actually go long, with the low, the day's low as the SL. Okay. Another example which I can show you is ICICI Bank. Yesterday, Bank Nifty was falling, but again, I had shown you that ICICI Bank was actually bullish yesterday, right? So on my trend chart, if you all can see, ICICI Bank was hovering around this 21 EMA, right? So whenever ICICI Bank, if you can see here on my here, then here, then here. So see these arrows I have marked. So whenever ICICI Bank has touched this 21 or 50, it has bounced sharply. When again it fell and then it was hovering around its 21 EMA on daily, again it bounced sharply. Then again it went and came to touch here, it bounced sharply. So yesterday I was waiting for the opportunity when ICICI Bank will come and touch the 21 EMA level where I would try to initiate, my long position. So on that note, when I saw the tactical chart, so I need to see the major support zone. So what did I see? The major support zone, if you can see on the left hand side, what is it written? EMA 50 is 524, and you all can go back and check my tweet. I have written ICICI Bank is looking good if it holds 524. So that becomes my stop loss level, right? So that becomes my stop loss level. Now, as an execution chart, I come to the hourly chart, and when hourly chart has happened, what am I doing? It is still, you all can ask me, it is still trending down, but here if you can see, this is kind of the support zone. If you all can see, this is kind of a support zone. Here ICICI bounced again. Here when ICICI came, it bounced. Here also ICICI was trending well below the moving averages, and here also ICICI is trending well below the moving average. So what did I notice? The price action. What was the price action here? What I noticed that ICICI Bank was taking major support at 530 levels. So if you all have seen my tweet at 530 levels, I thought it is good to initiate a long on ICICI Bank. Why? Another pointer was minus DMI was coming down and even the ADX was pointing down. So this, as per ADX, what indication it was giving me was that the sharp fall which it had initiated at 550 when minus DMI was trending, that fall, that strength of the stock was, the bearish trend was weakening. Here the bearish trend which had actually the 560 to 530 when minus DMI was trending, so the bearish trend was coming to an halt because minus DMI was falling and ADX was also, ADX was rising and it also took a turn. Okay. It did not give me a signal to go long, but as per price action, as I mentioned that on your execution chart, your price action matters the most. So I saw that ICICI Bank 530 is a very good juncture to go long with my tactical chart SL already. If you can see here, this blue line is from the hourly chart. And if you can see, my SL would be this 524, which is my 50 EMA. Fair enough. So this, you can say kind of, it touched 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can bounce. And ICICI closed at day's high. It went to 542 from 530. It made a high till 542. Why it could not cross? Just look at this. This is so beautiful. In this tactical chart, what was the resistance? This 21 EMA was the resistance. And see, exactly it took resistance from 530. It touched 542. So now, tomorrow, only if it closes above 542, then what would I target? I would kind of target this level, which is again 560. So for me, if someone is already into this position, we already know our SL is this 50 DMA, 50 EMA on the 4-hourly chart. And if prices sustains above the 542 level, then it has the potential to reach towards the 560 level. So this understand more about these, we will come up with more such webinars if you have liked the concept of this. And if you want to know exactly the time frames and everything, please go and check my Twitter handle, my pinned message, my pinned tweet. Everything is mentioned over there, right? So another thing which a lot of people ask me, ma'am, 4-hourly chart doesn't give the correct picture. See, when I'm telling you 4-hourly chart, I am just not taking the Indian equity market. I am taking the global market as a whole. What do I mean is the forex market is 24 hours market. The crypto market is 24 hours market. So वहाँ 24 hours market को हम equally divide कर सकते हैं. अपना Indian time frame, sorry, Indian equity market जो होता है वो 6 hours 45 minutes का होता है. So instead of 4-hourly chart, you need to visit the 75 minutes chart. Now 75 minutes chart is available on certain platforms. Since I use TradingView and I do not have 75 minutes chart, I personally refer to 4 hourly chart. And honestly, in my 12 years of career span, I have not faced literally that sort of problem. If you all know me and my strike ratio, then you know that I have not faced. But yes, as per the Indian equity time, since the candle closing or the candle opening will not be that accurate as per 4 hourly, you can shift to 75 minutes as your tactical and 1 hourly as your execution chart. That is totally up to you, right? I gave you a perspective on basis of forex trading, crypto trading. Whoever wants to take trading as a wholesome career and wants to focus on what is multi-time frame analysis, so that is the way one has to go up. And remember the time factor 3, 4, 5, which I mentioned. If you are taking 5 minute chart, 5 into 3 is 15, 5 fours are 20, 20 is not available, go to 25 minutes or 30 minutes, and maximum which you can go is 5 fives are 25, 25 minutes is not available, 30 minutes or max 1 hourly, not beyond that. Okay. So on that basis, I am finishing my multi-time frame analysis webinar. I hope you have understood it and liked it. If not, please post your comments below. We will try to shoot more such webinars for you all. Thank you, and again wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Thank you so much.
A very warm welcome to all of you out there. Thank you for showing the interest in this webinar, in this recording, and we hope to add certain value to your trading going ahead. Before we start, I would like to wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Today is not just a particular day, it is not just an important day, a holiday for all of us, I know. It is no less than a festival for all of us Indians out there. So I wish and I pray that going ahead, you all have a very healthy, a very profitable trading ahead. The topic that I have for you today is relative strength. And this is an interesting topic in the sense that
This conference will now be recorded.
a very warm welcome to all of you out there. Thank you for showing interest in this webinar, and we hope to add certain value to your trading going ahead. I am Gaurav Bisa, and I would like to thank you all for supporting us on various social media platforms and showering us with a lot of love and faith. Today is an important day. I wish you all a very happy Republic Day. It is no less than a festival for all of us out there. It has been a very difficult year, 2020, and I would also like to wish and pray that we have a very successful trading career ahead and also a very healthy one. The topic that we have for you today is relative strength. This is completely different from relative strength index, RSI, which is a derivative of the price. Relative strength is about finding the outperformers among the pack. I'll be switching between Hindi and English so that both the audiences, whether people who prefer Hindi and English, they both are benefited. And let us know what additional things you would like to learn from us, right? We have just taken one topic, relative strength, but it is absolutely interesting and is very important. What happens is that there are so many sectors out there, like you have auto, pharma, metal, energy, IT, realty, etc., etc. You cannot keep tab on so many sectors at once, and there are so many stocks out there, right? 1,000 stocks on NSE. Which stock to buy? That becomes of paramount importance. So today we will try to study, analyze, and probably try to get an answer how we can channelize our efforts. We don't want to spend too much of time thinking which stock to buy, right? We are here to play for high probability stock setups. So that is what we are going to learn today. Whatever we discuss today is applicable on all asset classes on all time frames. Now, when you have any study, when you learn a new study, when you want to apply a new study, there should be a couple of questions that should be coming in your mind. कोई भी चीज अगर आप स्टार्ट करते हो तो उसके पहले आपको मालूम होना चाहिए आप क्यों कर रहे हो, व्हाई आर यू डूइंग इट, इससे आपको बेनिफिट क्या होगा. इतनी सारी स्टडीज हैं, अगर मैं रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ कर रहा हूं तो इससे क्या बेनिफिट, इसका एडवांटेज क्या है, राइट? वो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. दूसरा, उसमें होना चाहिए एबिलिटी ऑफ स्केलिंग अप एंड ऑल्सो स्कोप. व्हाट इज स्कोप? स्कोप इन द सेंस मैं उस स्टडी को प्रिफर करता हूं पर्सनली, इट्स माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन. आई प्रिफर द स्टडी दैट कैन बी अप्लाइड ऑन मल्टीपल एसेट क्लासेस. ऐसा नहीं हो कि सिर्फ मैं इक्विटी में ये काम आएगा, नहीं. उसको आप दायरा बढ़ाओ उसका, कि अगर क्या है, अगर इक्विटी में कर रहा हूँ, अगर टेक्निकल एनालिसिस में कर रहा हूँ, इक्विटी में कर रहा हूँ, कमोडिटीज में कर रहा हूँ, करेंसी में कर रहा हूँ, अल्टीमेटली आई एम जस्ट स्टडिंग प्राइस, राइट? सिर्फ प्राइस, अंडरलाइन बदल रहा है, प्राइस तो वही है, राइट? सो व्हाई नॉट आई हैव अ स्टडी व्हिच कैन बी अप्लाइड ऑन all the asset classes. So relative strength for one can be applied on all asset classes, चाहे आप equity लो, commodities, currencies, bonds, सब में चलेगा, सभी टाइम फ्रेम में ये काम में आ जाएगा. चाहे आप पोजिशनल प्लेयर हो, डेली चार्ट्स देख रहे हो, इंट्राडे प्लेयर हो, आवरली चार्ट्स देख रहे हो, इट वर्क्स ऑन एवरीथिंग, राइट? दूसरा है स्केल. व्हाट इज स्केलिंग अप? जब हम कोई भी ट्रेड लेते हैं, वी एट टाइम्स डू नॉट गो फुल ऑन. आई एम नॉट सेइंग ओवरबोर्ड कि हमारा जो कैपेसिटी है उससे हम ज्यादा कर लें, ओवर ट्रेडिंग, वो बात नहीं है. बट अगर मेरा पोटेंशियल है, क्या मैं 100% अपना पोटेंशियल इस्तेमाल करूं पर्टिकुलर ट्रेड के अंदर, it should have that much of confidence for you that you use your full potential. That is what we should be aiming for. वो हमारा aim होना चाहिए, right? So that is basically about why you should be doing a particular study. ठीक है? So it's a relatively simple concept. Not many people use it. And as I said, RSI से completely different है. RS is relative strength. RSI is relative strength index. Also remember that जब आप इतने सारे सेक्टर्स देखते हो, आप हमेशा उस चीज को बाय करो जिसका स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा है, जिसके चांसेस ज्यादा है. वी वांट हाई प्रायोरिटी सेटअप्स, राइट? सो वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट परफॉर्मर्स. व्हाई? For example, say we say that Nifty metal is looking good. All right, metal space is looking good. Now, what do I mean by that? It does not mean that we should be buying right away. What it means is that compared to Nifty, metal space is looking good. If Nifty moves up by 3%, अगर Nifty 3% ऊपर जाता है तो metal space को 4%, 5% में भी ऊपर नीचे और जाना चाहिए, right? तो आपका आउट परफॉर्मेंस हुआ. If Nifty is falling down, like last couple of days, Nifty index गिर रहा है, तो और अगर निफ्टी यहाँ से 2% गिरता है, 3% गिरता है, 4% गिरता है, तो मेटल स्पेस आपको उससे कम गिरे, मे बी 1%, 2% गिरे, तो भी आउट परफॉर्मेंस होगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी वांट टू हैव, दैट आउट ऑफ दिस 10-15 सेक्टर्स, जो मैंने सेक्टर्स आपको पहले बताए थे, इतने सारे जो सेक्टर्स हैं, उनमें से कौन से सेक्टर में फोकस करूं और उस सेक्टर में स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट स्टॉक कौन सा है उस पर मैं फोकस करूं. सो आपके पास जो बाकी की नॉइज है वो निकल जाएगी. जितना ट्रेड करोगे उतना पैसा बनेगा, ये सही नहीं है. It should be important that what you are trading. Okay, so without further ado, you can see this is a Nifty IT chart, right? And if you see, I've drawn a straight line, I've drawn try to draw a trend line sort of, right? So this is a basic study. कि Nifty IT index ऐसा लग रहा है, okay, यहाँ पे नीचे है, support है, ट्रेंड पॉजिटिव था, उसके पहले ब्रेकआउट हुआ है, एक्स वाई जी. यू हैव ऑल ऑफ योर different rationales, right? However, क्या ये निफ्टी को आउट परफॉर्म कर पाएगा, राइट? बिकॉज मेनी सेक्टर्स कैन सी अ ब्रेकआउट, बट लाइक वी सॉ निफ्टी गिरना चालू हुआ तो सेक्टर्स आल्सो स्टार्ट फॉलिंग लाइक पैक ऑफ कार्ड्स। तो हम लोग स्टक ना हो जाएं तो कैसे देखेंगे? सो दिस इज हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डू। आई एम यूजिंग ट्रेडिंग व्यू, इट्स अ फ्री वेबसाइट। जो हम चार्ट्स देखेंगे वो भी फ्री है, यू डोंट हैव टू पे अ पेनी फॉर दैट। The only glitch is that it is available only daily chart for the free version। जो हम चार्ट्स अभी देखेंगे ये चार्ट तो आपको इंट्राडे में मिल जाएगा, बट अगर हम जो रेशियो चार्ट देखेंगे अभी आगे जाके रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ के जो चार्ट्स देखेंगे वो आपको डेली फ्रेम में अवेलेबल है। पेड वर्जन में आपको दूसरे टाइम फ्रेम्स में, लोअर टाइम फ्रेम्स में भी अवेलेबल हो जाएगा, बट इवन इफ यू फॉलो डेली टाइम फ्रेम इट इज सफिशिएंट। ऑलराइट, दिस शुड बी अ रेगुलर एक्सरसाइज। अगर आप डेली नहीं चेक कर सकते हो एटलीस्ट वीक में। व्हाट आई प्रिफर, ऑन वीकेंड्स आई try to check which sector is looking good or which sectors are looking good, and then I tend to follow those sectors and those stocks, and then you have a higher winning chance. So I will show how this is exactly done, right? In this free website, how is it done? So on the top left side यहाँ पे आप टाइप करोगे, जैसे यहाँ पे हमने टाइप किया निफ्टी IT, right? Now in your computer, in your laptop, there's a down arrow key, right? आप उसको प्रेस करो, you press that and you take it down in your drop down. This is Nifty IT. Then if you will see, there are different options like divide, minus, plus, multiplication, right? So we will use division. So you get this division. Now we will use it against Nifty 50. Why? Because we are considering as a benchmark. Nifty 50 is our benchmark, right? It is always important to have a benchmark, right? कि किससे कंपेयर करोगे? रैंडमली तो हो नहीं सकता है। There should be a benchmark. So since Nifty 50 is the most preferred index in India, we will benchmark it to Nifty 50. वापस वही आया, आपको डाउनवर्ड एरो की दबाना, you press the down key, you select it and then press enter, and the chart completely changes. Right? Can you see the chart has completely changed? And it is here where you can use your different studies. चाहे इस पे आपको HMO इस्तेमाल करना है, price action, harmonics, anything. Right? So what does this basically say? If you look at this chart, right? If you look at this chart, then you can see I have drawn यहाँ पे, okay, it is pink line. So basically what it shows, it was going up, it came down, gave a breakout, a very strong upside, then it started falling down, right? It retested the breakout and again went up, made a swing here. I've drawn a black line, and since then it's trading above that particular line. So one, you can see if you apply Dow theory, it is forming a Dow theory. If you don't want to use that as well, no issues. I've drawn a black arrow, which is basically black line, which is basically showing the breakout area. So as long as it is above the black line, you know that okay, things are still fine. इसमें ब्रेकडाउन नहीं हुआ है, सो यहाँ पे यस निफ्टी इंडेक्स कैन फॉल, बट अभी तक बड़ा ब्रेकडाउन नहीं है वेयर इट विल स्टार्ट अंडर परफॉर्मिंग, वो केस आया नहीं है। once it starts falling down, so think of it this way, that if your ratio is going up, if your ratio is going up, what does that mean? If the ratio is going up, it means your numerator, which in this case is Nifty IT, like you can see over here, that is moving more. एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं, a random example, we will not take absolute values of Nifty IT index, ठीक है? For example, Nifty IT जो है वो आपका 20,000 का है, ओके? और निफ्टी जो आपका है वो भी से 10,000 का है, ठीक है? सो 20,000 डिवाइड बाय 10,000 कितना हो गया रेशियो? 2.0, ठीक है? अब ये जो है 20,000 से हो गया 30,000 निफ्टी IT इंडेक्स, निफ्टी 50 हो गया 10,000 से 15,000. So now what will be ratio? 30,000 divided by 15,000. What is the ratio? Again 2.0. So what does this say? Even though IT index has moved 50%, it has not given an outperformance. And it is very important to capture outperformance. Why? Only then, because if so many people are trading, right? If you really want to make wealth, if you want to create wealth, you have to be in the top percentile. And for that you have to capture alpha. तो अल्फा क्या होगा? जैसे अगर ये मैं कहूँ कि जो पहले 20,000 का था इंडेक्स, निफ्टी आईटी इंडेक्स फॉर एग्जांपल, इट गोज टू से 30,000, ठीक है, एंड योर निफ्टी गोज फ्रॉम 10,000 to 12,000. So your ratio now becomes what? 2.5. Okay. So now you can see कि ratio 2 से 2.5 बना. तो 2.5 क्यों हुआ? Because your numerator, your IT index, ये ज्यादा भागा, निफ्टी कम भागा, which again shows your Nifty IT witnessed a strong outperformance compared to Nifty IT, Nifty 50 index, right? So यही यहाँ पे आ रहा है कि यहाँ पे जो आपको अपसाइड देखने मिल रहा है, इसका मतलब ये है कि आपका आउट परफॉर्मेंस रहेगा आईटी स्पेस में. जब नीचे गिर रहा है इसका मतलब निफ्टी आईटी इंडेक्स ज्यादा गिर रहा है, निफ्टी 50 उतना नहीं गिर रहा है, राइट? सो यू डोंट वांट टू बाय द सेक्टर व्हिच इज अंडर परफॉर्मिंग. तो आपको अवॉइड हो जाएगा, आपको लगेगा नहीं नहीं आईटी इज मे बी इन्फी इज लुकिंग गुड, बट इफ इन्फी इज पार्ट ऑफ an underperforming sector, why should you be buying that? Right now it is not showing anything currently, it's in the range, right? But if it comes below the black line and starts falling down, that means that Nifty will fall, but Nifty IT index will fall more, or even or vice versa. If Nifty index moves up, IT index will move up less. We don't want to be stuck in the underperformance. हमको नहीं पढ़ना है उस चक्कर में, right? So we will trade that accordingly. Now relative strength does not tell you आपको कब बाय करना है, ठीक है? आपको ये बताएगा कि आपको क्या बाय करना है या क्या सेल करना है. दैट इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल स्टडी करके मुझे निफ्टी आईटी इंडेक्स मिल गया, ठीक है, अब मुझे निफ्टी आईटी इंडेक्स को ट्रेड करना है, डज नॉट मीन कि मैं राइट अवे बाय कर लूं, ठीक है? आई विल यूज देन अदर स्टडीज. क्या वो सपोर्ट के बाजू में है क्या निफ्टी आईटी इंडेक्स? क्या कोई उसमें हार्मोनिक है या इचिमोको के हिसाब से, या आपकी कोई स्टडी के हिसाब से वो है क्या? इफ आईटी इंडेक्स इज स्टिल लुकिंग गुड बेस्ड ऑन योर स्टडी, देन आई विल बाय. It does not mean I buy randomly. Yes, it will outperform. If the ratio chart is showing breakout, we expect that there is going to be outperformance. Yes, but that does not mean you go and buy randomly. Why? Again, to increase our chances of having a winning trade, right? You don't have to trade a lot to make money, but you have to be confident of a trade. Aim for probability, not the profitability. Right? So in this case, we will see, okay, Nifty IT index देखा, उतना मजा नहीं है. Okay, we'll see some other. So again, I'll write Nifty, for example, say metal index. Okay. So again, I'll press my downward key on my laptop or desktop. I'll select, and then I'll go to the right side. Here you can see a division sign. I will click that. Okay. And then again, I will write Nifty 50 index. I'll press enter. Now here you see, I check, okay, ये है. So you can see this is near a price action support area, right? This is a ratio chart, Nifty Metal Index divided by Nifty 50 Index, which is fine. हमने वो देख लिया. अब मुझे ये भी देखना है, अरे ये बराबर है क्या, ये सही चीज हो रही है क्या, right? यहाँ पे okay, it's not actually a hammer, it has formed, but okay, there's a green candle on daily chart. It has formed a green candle in an otherwise weak market. So what does it say? कि थोड़ा resilience यहाँ पे है. If it sustains this particular band, right, we can see upside sort of coming in. यहाँ से फिर upside आ सकता है. So if Nifty, if the ratio has to go up, Nifty Metal divided by Nifty 50, if the ratio has to go up, when will it go up? When your numerator will start performing better, right? आपका Nifty Metal Index ज़्यादा भागेगा, Nifty कम भागेगा, तो ratio ऊपर जाएगा, right? So now then we know, okay, now I understand. Looking at different sectors, Nifty Metal Index for one is looking good. ये एक तरीका हो गया, ठीक है? This is a way to find out that Nifty Metal Index is looking good. But this is half job done. Looking at different sectors, ये सिर्फ एक ही सेक्टर में देखा है, 2 सेक्टर देखे, आप सभी सेक्टर को करोगे, निफ्टी ऑटो, निफ्टी फार्मा, विल चेक अदर सेक्टर्स ऑल्सो. हम ये सारे सेक्टर्स पर देखेंगे, बट ये मैं आपको एग्जांपल दिखा रहा हूँ. चलो ये मुझे एक बार के लिए अच्छा लगा कि ये अगर आप देखोगे जो 2 हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन है, दीज 2 हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइंस, दे आर नथिंग बट सपोर्ट बैंड्स. तो ये आप देखोगे सपोर्ट बैंड्स के बाजू में ही है. तो अगर ये सस्टेन होता है 0.2 का लेवल, अगर रेशियो का सपोर्ट होता है और एक बाउंस अगर आता है, तो निफ्टी मेटल इंडेक्स मेरा आने वाले टाइम के लिए मेरा फोकस में रहेगा. इट विल बी ऑन माय रेडार. ओके, बट नाउ देयर आर सो मेनी स्टॉक्स इन निफ्टी मेटल. देयर इज JSW Steel, there is Jindal Steel, there is Tata Steel, there is Vedanta, other Hindalco, XYZ. तो हम लोग कौन सा स्टॉक बाय करेंगे? हाउ डू वी नो दैट, राइट? सो नाउ वी हैव फाउंड आउट दैट अगर ये सस्टेन हुआ तो मेटल इंडेक्स कैन आउट परफॉर्म. ये हमने फाइंड आउट किया. चलो गुड. अभी वो स्पेस में कौन सा अच्छा लग रहा है? आउट ऑफ द 7 8 10 स्टॉक्स, हाउ डू वी फाइंड इट? वी हैव द सिमिलर प्रोसेस. टॉप लेफ्ट में गए, लेट अस से JSW Steel, डाउनवर्ड की किया. नाउ वी विल नॉट डिवाइड द बाय, वी विल नॉट यूज निफ्टी IT, बिकॉज हमको मेटल स्पेस तो मिल गया, अच्छा है. अब हमको देखना है कि ये मेटल इंडेक्स में कौन सा अच्छा लग रहा है. Which stock among the metal space is looking good? So we have to compare with its peers. So for here the benchmark will be Nifty Metal. So you again go back, right, and you press enter. Okay. So let me first remove this. So this is how you get you got a chart also. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे मैं तो ये मैंने स्टडी किया. आई एम स्टडिंग द रेशियो हियर. ठीक है. अभी फिलहाल हम लोग प्राइस नहीं चेक कर रहे हैं, हम लोग अभी फिलहाल रेशियो चेक कर रहे हैं. व्हाट इज रेशियो? JSW Steel डिवाइड बाय मेटल इंडेक्स. हमने ये क्यों किया? आई विल रिपीट. पहले हमने फाइंड आउट किया निफ्टी IT डिवाइड बाय निफ्टी 50 इंडेक्स, निफ्टी ऑटो डिवाइड बाय निफ्टी 50, अलग अलग सेक्टर किया. देन वी डिवाइडेड निफ्टी मेटल इंडेक्स डिवाइड बाय निफ्टी 50, और हमको मालूम लगा कि निफ्टी मेटल is seeing some stability, and if it sustains above 0.2, which was the support band, the ratio can go up. Now the ratio can go up when Nifty Metal will outperform Nifty Index. ठीक है. So now that we have zeroed in on the space कि हमको metal space पे ध्यान देना है, then there are so many stocks in metal space. There are 7 8 10 stocks in metal space, right? We cannot trade all. We want to check the strongest name in the metal space. Now, if you are considering that metal space is the strongest sector among other sectors, उसमें कौन सा strong है? Whether it is Hindalco or Vedanta or JSW Steel or Jindal Steel or some other stock, we will keep on checking. Like for in that case, we will check again. I'll show it again. We use one by one. We'll check all the stocks. So JSW Steel, downward key. Then you have a divide sign over here. Here we want to check its peers. Nifty 50 में आपको IT भी आएगा, pharma भी आएगा, auto भी आएगा. So it is going to be diluted, right? It is not going to be an apple to apple comparison. Hence we will use Nifty Metal Index as a benchmark, right? Downward key and press enter. So you get this chart. और इस चार्ट के ऊपर मैंने देखा कि आप देखो यहाँ पे आई हैव ड्रॉन अ बैंड which was earlier the resistance. So if you see here, this is a hurdle. Now this is acting as support here, and this has acted as support here, right? And then you try to find out, okay, this looks like double bottom. ये अगर आपका ये लेवल के ऊपर आता है, right? You check when it comes above this, it will be neckline. ये आपका neckline हो गया, ठीक है. This black line is your neckline, जो double bottom में होता है. इसके ऊपर sustain हो गया, closing आ गया, then okay, the ratio is bound to go up, right? And you have your other studies. What I had drawn earlier was one of the harmonic where it was forming a bullish dragon. यहाँ पे किया, so as per bullish dragon breakout हो चुका है, and the index is expected to go towards these levels 0.15, right? So it might sound very less, क्या रे 0.1 का 0.15 हुआ, but the smaller decimal is, the bigger is the change, right? So there can be around 50%, you can think that there can be 50% rise in the ratio. It does not mean there is going to be 50% rise in index, right? We're talking about outperformance. So imagine the kind of outperformance we can expect in Nifty Metal Index. So I'll draw back here. Okay, so this is how you can do other, it doesn't have to be harmonics, right? ये तो मैंने बना है, since I prefer harmonics मैंने वो किया है. आपको रखना है, चलो मैं वेट करूंगा, यहाँ पे एक बॉटम बना, यहाँ पे दूसरा बॉटम बना, यहाँ पे मैं दिस ब्लैक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन, नेक लाइन, इसके ऊपर क्लोजिंग आ गया तो कंफर्मेशन आ गया कि हाँ ये प्रॉपर डबल बॉटम था, मैं तब एंटर करूंगा, राइट? अगेन इट डज नॉट मीन दैट कि यहाँ पे मैं राइट अवे आई बाय JSW Steel. Now I know that JSW Steel is strong in Nifty Metal Index. So I have got the strong sector, I have got the strong stock. Then I will go and check, right? कि इसका खुद का चार्ट कैसा लग रहा है. Where should I time my entry? Now that I know where I should be, what I should be buying, I should also know where I should be buying it, right? So I'm just giving a random again. I will take in some more. Let me remove the volume part for now. Right, so for now, you can see it has given a breakdown sort of, right? So I will buy once it goes above these levels, right? Around 400. Once it goes above 400, I will buy, right? The relative system does not tell you to buy right away, but I know when to buy. Once I buy above 400, I know the chances of making money is much higher because I have selected it based on the relative strength. Strong sector का strong stock, right? So let us check other stock कौन सा है. For example, Tata Steel. Drop down में आया, downward key, divide sign, Nifty Metal Space, right? Enter. So this is your ratio chart of Tata Steel divided by Nifty Metal. So you can see it is not correlated too much, but at this stage, finding a pattern over here is not possible, right? You can't spot a pattern as such. ठीक है, यहाँ पे support, यहाँ पे hurdle, okay, that's fine. So we'll check some other stock also. Let's say Jindal Steel divided by Nifty Metal Index. Still, there's nothing, right? There's it's below the hurdle area. Okay. Now let us check Vedanta. So Vedanta divided by Nifty Metal. Okay. So here again you can see. Let me remove the drawings. Right. You can see it is showing some sort of support. Right? Trying to head back. Breakout will be higher if you consider this as a flag, for example. This can also be a way to look at things. Okay. So right, so if we consider this as a flag, right, it came, made the swing high, then came up, so it's in the uptrend right now. And if you consider this as a flag pattern, once it gives a breakout above flag, right, this is in minute decimals 0.05, so you will not be able to properly decipher at exactly what level, so you will have to check daily. आपको हर बार check करना पड़ेगा daily कि टूटा है या नहीं टूटा है. लेकिन फॉर एग्जाम्पल देखो, अब ये कैंडल के ऊपर आ गया, ये दो कैंडल के ऊपर आ गया, ठीक है, Let me draw an arrow. ये इसके ऊपर आ गया तो आपको मालूम है, चलो अभी मेरा फ्लैग ब्रेकआउट हो चुका है, इट्स ए कंटिन्यूएशन पैटर्न। अब यहाँ से और ऊपर जा सकता है रेशियो। रेशियो ऊपर कब जाएगा? व्हेन वेदांता विल मूव मोर देन निफ्टी मेटल इंडेक्स। ऑलराइट, सो नाउ यू नो, ओके दिस इज आल्सो a stock to keep on radar, and that again does not tell you that you buy right away. You again go and you check कि मैं कहाँ पे एंट्री करूंगा इसमें। ठीक है, राइट नाउ इसमें नहीं है, यू कैन सी इट्स इन स्ट्रॉन्ग अप ट्रेंड ओनली। ओके, it can also form a small flag sort of, but then I will try to time। ये मैं अलग अलग देख सकता हूँ यार, चलो मैं कहाँ पे इसको बाय करूंगा। ओके, लेट मी जस्ट सी, राइट। सो अभी सपोर्ट पे है, it has formed a pin bar sort of right now here। You can see the last candle is like a pin bar। if it sustains these levels, 160 को होल्ड किया, थोड़ा ऊपर चला गया, मे बी ट्रेडिंग above 170, then I will buy। Why? Because I will first check whether there's a flag breakout or not। If there's a flag breakout, then Vedanta is the stock that I will be keeping a radar on, right? That again does not mean that I will buy right away। I will buy once there's a stability, it shows a turnaround। यहाँ से आपको turnaround देखने मिलता है, I will buy, right? As I said, I will repeat again कि आपको रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ ये नहीं बताएगा कि आपको कब बाय करना है, आपको ये बताएगा आपको क्या बाय करना है। आप सोचोगे नहीं मुझे टाटा स्टील अच्छा लग रहा है, ये वो, फिर आप बोलते हो अरे लेकिन चल रहा नहीं है। लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल सन फार्मा कितना टाइम तक चला नहीं, आपके औरो फार्मा, लुपिन, ये सारे चल गए थे, बट आपका सन फार्मा चल नहीं रहा था। सो पीपल वेर बाइंग, ये बाकी चल के ये नहीं चल रहा है, लेकिन फिर भी वो नहीं चल रहा था, राइट। सो वी डोंट वांट टू गेट स्टक विद अंडर परफॉर्मर्स, हमको आउट परफॉर्मर्स के ऊपर ही जाना है। जहाँ पे अगर थोड़ा भी साथ मिल गया मार्केट का, वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अ विनिंग ट्रेड। तो आई विल नॉट बाय वेदांता हियर एट 160 165, लेट इट सस्टेन। एक बार इसका रिवर्सल देखने मिल गया, ठीक है, एंड देन आई विल बाय वेदांता, बिकॉज आई नो कि मुझे ये वाला स्टॉक बाय करना है, यहाँ पे मेरे चांसेस जीतने का ज्यादा है। सपोर्ट या फिर स्टॉप लॉसेस टारगेट आपके हिसाब से ही आएंगे, राइट। इट विल नॉट चेंज बेस्ड ऑन रेडियो स्ट्रेंथ, इट इज ओनली अबाउट व्हाट टू बाय। आपको कब एंट्री लेना है, कब एग्जिट लेना है, वो है। फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम गिविंग अ रफ आइडिया कि यहाँ पे चलो मैंने बाय किया, दिस बिकम्स माय स्टॉप लॉस लेवल, this becomes my stop loss level, ठीक है, and I will aim for minimum target of this 190। now this is a random example I'm giving you, I'm not giving a trading recommendation that you go out and buy tomorrow right away। मैं आपको क्या कह रहा हूँ कि अगर सपोज लेवल सस्टेन होता है रेशियो चार्ट में, वेदांता डिवाइड बाय मेटल इंडेक्स, वो रेशियो चार्ट में जब फ्लैग बना था उसमें ब्रेकआउट हो गया, तो हमारे रेडार पे आना चाहिए वेदांता। वेदांता रेडार पे आने के बाद हमको क्या देखना है, ये पर्टिकुलर लेवल जो 160 165 का जोन है, ये सस्टेन हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है। अगर हो जाता है, यहाँ पे ग्रीन कैंडल वगैरह बन जाता है, तो आप बाय करेंगे। आपका एम होगा 190 का, आपका स्टॉप लॉस होगा 160 का और मे बी 158 का, एंड दैट इज हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू प्ले, right? It is all about probability। so this is how you can look at different charts, different sectors which are looking good। so for example again we'll check nifty auto, ठीक है, एंड निफ्टी ऑटो करने के बाद में वापस we'll divide by nifty 50 because now for now benchmark is nifty 50। enter, and you can see it was in such strong uptrend, right? let me remove the drawings over here, let me squeeze in a bit so you can look at it in different way। जैसे आप यहाँ पे देखो, एक अच्छा खासा ब्रेकआउट आपको देखने मिला था, ठीक है। तो अगर अगर यहाँ पे अगर आप देखो, follow the arrow here, right? this is where you should have been a gung-ho that मैं ऑटो स्पेस पे ध्यान रखूंगा। I will focus on auto space, I will not focus on other sectors। I'm talking about the arrow part, I'm not talking about something else, right? At that part, not at the current price, I'm talking about the time where I've drawn the arrow। this is where I will keep a focus on auto space। अभी मैं ऑटो स्पेस में फोकस करूंगा, वहां पे मैं पोजीशन गिराऊंगा, लॉन्ग लिया है या डिलीवरी में लिया है, एंड यू कैन सी वंस इट गिव अ ब्रेकआउट, it had a very strong run, right? It had a very strong run। so that is how you can look at it, and then if you want to find out कि अरे ऑटो स्पेस ने ब्रेकआउट दिया है, कौन सा स्टॉक अच्छा है, तो से मारुति चेक करूंगा मैं. सो मारुति डिवाइड बाय निफ्टी 50, एंटर. ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ पे चेक कर लूंगा. ओके, let me try and see if there's a breakout sort of happening or not. So यहाँ पे फिलहाल तो नहीं दिख रहा है. So I will still wait, right? You can see there's a rising, a falling trend line. एक बार हडल लिया, दूसरी बार हडल लिया, ये तीसरी बार हडल लिया. So there has been 3 hurdle. Once it goes above, maybe I will be long in Maruti, right? Let us check Tata Motors divided by Nifty Auto. So you can see यहाँ पे अगर मैं करूँ प्रीवियस हर्डल को अपना निकाला, प्रीवियस हर्डल को अपने निकाला, और देन यू कैन सी जो रैपिड एक्शन हुआ है यहाँ पे. और इफ यू वांट टू यूज दिस ट्रेंड लाइन आल्सो, so the moment it gave a breakout about this trend line over here, and you can see what kind of move. So at that time I will keep Tata Motors on my radar. I will go and check the price pattern of Tata Motors, whether Tata Motors is showing any positive pattern, और उसमें breakout है क्या, उसमें वॉल्यूम के साथ कुछ हो रहा है क्या, उसमें इचिमोको में कुछ है क्या, या आपका जो मूविंग एवरेज का कुछ क्रॉसओवर है क्या, वॉट एवर स्टडी यू वांट टू यूज, एंड आई विल चेक कि मैं टाटा मोटर्स लॉन्ग के लिए रखूंगा. आई थिंक इन द प्रीवियस एग्जांपल वी हैड डिवाइडेड निफ्टी मारुति विद निफ्टी. लेट अस चेक मैंने ऑटो ही रखा था या नहीं रखा था, राइट? सो अगर दिस इज निफ्टी मारुति डिवाइड बाय निफ्टी ऑटो इंडेक्स, एंड यू कैन सी यहाँ पे फिलहाल ये ऑटो स्पेस को अंडर परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, राइट? So let me just see if there's a harmonic over here or not. No, there's no harmonic here, not a proper harmonic pattern. तो यहाँ पे आप देखो क्या बता रहा है, ये रेशियो नीचे जा रहा है, right? Like from here on, you can see ratio is going down, right? In this arrow, you can see. ये क्या बता रहा है कि आपका जो रेशियो नीचे कब जाएगा, जब आपका न्यूमरेटर जो है, इन दिस केस मारुति, वो आपका ऑटो स्पेस से ज्यादा गिरे. तो निफ्टी ऑटो जितना गिरा है उससे ज्यादा मारुति गिरा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल से निफ्टी ऑटो 2% गिरा तो मारुति में भी 3% गिरा होगा या 4% गिरा होगा, इसीलिए रेशियो नीचे जा रहा है. तो जहां पे यहाँ पे अंडर परफॉर्मिंग है मारुति, तो मैं अंडर परफॉर्मिंग स्टॉक को बाय क्यों करूं? वाई शुड आई बाय अंडर परफॉर्मिंग स्टॉक? ठीक है, सो आई विल अवॉइड मारुति. ओके, सो दिस टेल्स यू कि आपको क्या बाय करना है, क्या बाय नहीं करना है. इन दिस केस मारुति बाय नहीं करना. लेट अस चेक बजाज ऑटो में है क्या कुछ. बजाज ऑटो डिवाइड बाय निफ्टी ऑटो, यहाँ पे आप देखो, राइट? अगर मैं सिंपल से ये ट्रैक्शन का ये पकड़ूं, इसके ऊपर गया, ब्रेकआउट हुआ, ओके नाउ इट इज इन माय फोकस, तो मैं जाऊंगा और देखूंगा, चेक करूंगा बजाज ऑटो का चार्ट. ये तो रेशियो चार्ट है. हाउ इज बजाज ऑटो इटसेल्फ लुकिंग, राइट? आई विल चेक एंड देन आई विल फाइंड आउट कि ओके हियर आल्सो देयर इज सम ब्रेकआउट, व्हाटएवर, राइट? जैसे यहाँ पे प्रीवियस हाई क्रॉस किया 3500 के ऊपर, एंड यू सी इट वेंट टू 4200. So this is how you select a particular stock. Again repeating, why are we doing this? We are doing this because we want to find out the outperforming sector. 10 सेक्टर 12 सेक्टर है, निफ्टी ऑटो है, आईटी है, फार्मा है, इतने सारे सेक्टर है, उसमें से कौन सा सेक्टर अच्छा लग रहा है हमको, वो फाइंड आउट करना है. सो वी चेक बेस्ड ऑन द लेटेस्ट ट्रेंड डिवाइड बाय निफ्टी 50 इंडेक्स, वो हमारा बेंचमार्क है. हमको एक बार सेक्टर मिल गया, चलो निफ्टी मेटल अच्छा लग रहा है, ऐसे फॉर एग्जांपल निफ्टी फार्मा अच्छा लग रहा है, तो फार्मा में 20 स्टॉक है, कौन से स्टॉक बाय करेंगे? तो हम लोग देन विल चेक के उस peers among the peers, among the pharma names, which are the pharma names that are looking good. So in that case, we will divide the pharma name with the pharma index. So like Lupin divided by Nifty Pharma, उस हिसाब से देखेंगे. सो फाइनल एग्जांपल के लिए देखते हैं, लेट अस से निफ्टी फार्मा. ये क्लिक किया, ड्रॉप डाउन में आया, मैंने डाउनवर्ड की दबा के उसको सिलेक्ट किया, डिवाइड साइन, निफ्टी 50, एंटर. तो जैसे यहाँ पे देखो आप, राइट, एक फॉलिंग ट्रेंड लाइन था, एक फॉल्स ब्रेकडाउन इसमें आपको देखने मिला है, राइट. यहाँ पे आप देखोगे अगर, इफ यू कैन सी ओवर हियर, there is a divergence, right, and there's a very fat candle. It means that there was a very strong outperformance of Nifty Pharma divided by compared to Nifty. Nifty Pharma बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है compared to Nifty इंडेक्स से. ठीक है, अब अगर ये लेवल सस्टेन होता है, जो इसका ये 0.85 जो है, ये सस्टेन होता है, there is a good chance that it can continue rise up. तो अभी मुझे लग रहा है कि अच्छा फार्मा इंडेक्स मेरे लिए फोकस में है नेक्स्ट वीक के लिए, राइट. फार्मा इंडेक्स इज द वन आई विल बी फोकसिंग ऑन. As long as it is trading above this trend line, pharma index is the interesting one. Okay, we can draw this way also. We go here, right? So let us see pharma index अच्छा तो कौन सा stock है. So for example, say Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma divided by Nifty Pharma index. Why pharma? Because हमको benchmark उसका चाहिए. Nifty index में we will have auto, banks, all mix. So we will compare with Nifty Pharma index. This is the benchmark. Enter. Okay, it's at the resistance, right? You can see hurdle pair. So I will avoid buying Sun Pharma for now. So let us check Oro Pharma, right? Divide by Nifty Pharma. Enter. And you can see there was a breakout. So if you go and check my tweet, मैंने Oro Pharma का बताया था buy करने के लिए around 925 पे. I had selected Oro Pharma. It's available मेरे Insta में भी है, Twitter पे भी है. You can go and check. ठीक है? And you can see there was a strong outperformance, a strong breakout. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, Oro Pharma का चार्ट को जाके चेक करूंगा. This is the chart, okay, and I will check how it has performed actually, right? So here I can say ये इसका एक जो रीटेस्ट है वो करके ऊपर जा रहा था ये, एंड स्टिल आप ये देख लो, वेयर इज Oro Pharma राइट नाउ, इट इज एट द रेजिस्टेंस एरिया. ठीक है, उसके ऊपर ही आया है, रेजिस्टेंस के ऊपर. सो वंस इट सस्टेन्स अबाउट 1000, एक दो दिन अगर एक दिन 1000 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग अगर आ गया, यू कैन हैव अ फ्रेश अपसाइड, राइट. क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो दीज आर मल्टी ईयर हाई लेवल्स, राइट. बड़ा ब्रेकआउट आएगा. यू कैन गो एंड चेक वीकली चार्ट आल्सो just to have an idea. So you can see such a strong breakout. So Oro Pharma is the name that should be on your radar. Why? Breakout हुआ है ratio chart में, which means that it is an outperformer in pharma space. And then you go and check the price pattern. So it is giving a multi-year breakout as well. So that makes it all the more interesting, right? Like Lupin divided by Nifty Pharma. And we'll check the daily chart here. Okay, so again you will see there's nothing much, even though Lupin might have moved good, but in this particular chart it is so. I'm not saying it is weak, it's in the uptrend, but right now it has halted. So this is how I'll keep checking. I'll check then Cipla divided by Nifty Pharma, DVs divided by Nifty Pharma, you know. And this way I'll keep checking. Okay, this is also not looking enticing enough. All right, or maybe if I check if there's any harmonic, then I'll check for harmonic pattern. Okay, there is a harmonic pattern over here. So if it sustains this, right, or rather if it goes above this particular zone, If it goes above this particular zone, that is the time that I will think that there's a reversal in the ratio chart of Divi's lab. It is coming back to its outperforming levels. ये वापस outperformance चालू करेगा और जब ये होगा, not at the current price, जो मैंने arrow draw किया है, उसके ऊपर जाता है रेशियो चार्ट, तब मैं कहूंगा कि हाँ यहाँ से अभी आउट परफॉर्मेंस चालू होगा एंड आई विल देन चेक द price chart of Divi's lab. This was the ratio chart. I will check the price chart of Divi's lab and then I will try to find out, okay, now I will buy, I'll spot my entry based on that, right? So to sum it up, the ratio chart tells you to rather it facilitates to select the strongest or the outperforming sector and also the outperforming stock among that. So this is how we are going to use the resistance chart for that matter. It gives you good quality names, right? With this, I'll finish my part. Thank you again for your patient listening and a very happy Republic Day to you all. Thank you again.